player has been activated.
I can never rule as king, so long as you are the only one they fear.
Hello. Oh, wrong thing already. Perfect. Wait. Yes. All right. If it doesn't start with a fumble, is it even a real stream? What's going on, y'all? What this is?
Hello.
This is a big one. This is the final stream of the year. This is the 32nd anniversary, and we even got Hugo. We got a special guest. You want to introduce who's to your right?
Who is about 10 inches to my right is Marty Stratton. Look, I can go like this. How do I get my...
I don't know how it's working.
Hello.
What's up, Marty? What's going on, man?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm riding the Slayers Club Live sidecar today.
Hell yeah.
right.
I feel like I'm right here.
It really is like the sidecar. I feel like if Hugo took
Here's
off,
the
you'd be like,
sidecar.
oh,
If you
shit.
saw us, like it would totally, because I'm sitting a little bit behind Hugo
Yeah.
and right to his right, so I am in the sidecar. Hopefully I don't get clipped off hitting I won't pass the semi.
Could happen. I mean, we'll see how Hugo drives today.
That's right.
What's been going on? So, I mean, man, this is monumental. First of all, it's hilarious because the three of us have actually been alive for more than 32 years, so we can honestly say we understand 32 years of Doom and living through the before and the during. So, I mean,
Yeah.
what's this? Let's start with just like this year. It's been a big 2025, which is about to be over, which is crazy to think about. But I mean, we got the Game Awards tomorrow. We're up for two different categories. I think it's Innovation and Accessibility and Best Action Game, of which I think you guys are going to be in attendance, right? Like jumping on a plane right after either this stream or early tomorrow morning or something?
Very early tomorrow morning. Too early for Hugo, so
know.
it's 50-50 whether he's on the plane.
In 12 years, I've missed one flight.
That's true. Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
It is pretty
That's
good.
not
yeah.
bad. Was it an
That's
important
right.
one, or was it just like a for fun one? I like to think it was
I
like
don't
a
know.
massively important one. Okay, no.
They're all kind of important.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
that's true.
yeah. And yeah, no, it's we hop on a plane tomorrow. We'll be there. We just won an award. Well, I think we did.
I don't think
That one's not announced
we're
yet.
not supposed to. Yeah, that's
Okay,
not
we
announced.
don't know
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, it's award season, and Doom: The Dark Age is up for a couple. So
Mhm.
fingers crossed at the VGAs tomorrow. But it's just it sounds cliche, but it's an honor to just be nominated. That's the truth. So we're happy to be there.
And we're super proud that it's our third consecutive Best Action
Yeah,
Right,
TGA
right.
nomination. So we won in 2016. Didn't in with Eternal, and it was an amazing year of games. So
Yeah.
like Hugo said, just good to be nominated, but to have our last three, since the reboot of the franchise, get that action game nomination. It's pretty, like, the team's super proud.
Yeah. No, we're very good. It's definitely it's an honor. We're at 92% on Steam. So it's been a good holiday season so far. We really appreciate you guys' support, and that's 390 plus reviewed games on Steam in a row, and that kind of consistency we're really proud of. Not everybody. It's a lot of the feedback is always it's not Doom Eternal, but you
Right.
guys know that wasn't the goal. So we do love that people love 2016 Eternal, but it's good to see that you guys stuck with us as we, tried to do something new for the third time. So now, if you have the trilogy, you guys have 3 Doom games that all are similar but play different. We think that was the goal.
Yeah, because I mean, we made 3 Eternals with 2 DLCs that were pretty meaty. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
I feel like there's
Yeah.
a lot of Eternal, and then now with mods and with all the incredible stuff the community's done. I mean, it truly is, pun intended, like Eternal on the Doom Eternal side. So it does feel like it makes the most sense to, as your guys'
Yes.
DNA always is, push it forward, do something different, do something new. And
But I
yeah.
understand people's frustration because if you're mainlining Doom Eternal on a mod
Right.
and you go turn on Dark Ages. We have seen that live on the show. That doesn't go well.
It's tough,
Or vice
man.
versa.
Yeah.
Both of them. You know, you're like, what is happening right now? Where's my sprint? Where's my dash? You miss the sprint in Eternal. You miss the dash in Dark Ages. Yeah, it's hard to make the quick shift.
It's true. Because I feel like Eternal is so demanding in the way that, like, there's always those games where you come back to and you're like, how do I play this game? But Eternal is the one that, like, to your point, it's like you can only kind of like freebase it and mainline it. That's the only way you can play it. So after you do, when you switch to anything else, you're like, I'm not juggling while I'm doing surgery on this demon while I'm like flying a jet. You're like, it's different. It's all different. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
But yeah, no. I mean,
I was just watching a video of a mod. I can't remember what it was. It was it's like a cityscape. I think we might have looked at it. It's been around since our QuakeCon streams, and just watching how people play is still just. I mean, you see it when Hugo's done you guys have done the streams recently with the mods, but man, that is just a different. It's a different game the way. I mean, it's like feet never touch the ground, and
I don't play that way.
Yeah,
that's how Hugo
you
plays.
don't. But but there's enough people out there that you can understand the challenge there when they switch over for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's incredible. It says I hear increase Marty's volume. Maybe is Marty?
He's on one mic because mics are.
This will be good.
Yeah,
I put it in front of him a little bit more.
Try to.
Okay, sweet. Split the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll talk louder too.
You sound good. And man, like, as far as giveaways go for this stream, I know that we've kind of blown it out a few times. Like, what was it, the 30th? I think we did, like, I can't remember what the number was, but it was a lot. But I counted, and not counting the duplicates, because there are a couple of these that we have more than one of, which we'll specify when we get to the giveaways. We've got 18 of which, right now, everybody knows, unless you've already been reading the rules, which you should read, because the most important part is the eligible countries, because it isn't everybody. So, and
people don't understand how challenging it is to give stuff away. Really, like, you just don't understand how challenging it is to give stuff away.
It's really true
when you're a business,
That's it, because like everybody knows, like, Bethesda is a super like litigious company, like started by Robert, who was a lawyer for many years. So it's like we do everything completely by the book, which means if we're gonna offer something in another country, then all of the rules, which are long as hell, and all the lawyers have to do them, they have to be localized. So then you got to add in that time. So this time, the 32nd anniversary, there are maybe more giveaways than ever. There aren't the most amount of countries we've ever offered, but we have some more anniversaries next year, of which I promise we'll try to do better. It was just, man, with the holidays and everything else and people being out, it was just, this is the best we could do. But I think there's a lot there. And again, here's my tip to you. Okay, here's my tip to you. Because CVH is our guy in the sky who's going to be doing a lot of the MooBot and stuff. By the way, giveaways are only on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube, first of all, congratulations, you're watching in 4K. Like, how good does this stream look? Like, for real. But you can only get the giveaways on Twitch because that's the only place the bots are, the only place where we can whisper at you after to see who the winners are. But here's my tip to you. If you're not in the countries listed, right now, make a friend, if you don't already have one in the community, that is in one of the countries listed, and ship it to them to ship it to you. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you how to get around it. I'm just saying, if there's a will, there's a way. All right, that's giveaways. There's a lot of them. And, grand prize, the Haven PC, the custom Dark Ages one, which is gorgeous. We'll show it off in a bit. Also, the Noble Chair, not the ones that we're in right now, which kind of we did after 2016 Eternal, but these are the Dark Ages ones, the hero ones, and they're beautiful. But we got a lot to get through. But before, I think we're going to kind of do, how do you guys feel about this? I was thinking about doing like most of the giveaway stuff in the second half. Like, we'll do some chat, then maybe some gameplay. Maybe when we switch games, we'll kind of start on the giveaways because there is a million to do. So it's going to take a minute, but I kind of wanted to we'll just ease into things. Let everybody make sure they can tell their other fellow Doom fans who aren't in this chat yet to get in this chat so they have a chance to win all this stuff. Does that sound kosher? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
All right, sweet.
That sounds awesome.
And then again, we've already seen a lot of people on social. Thank you guys for, we did a post this morning that was kind of like just celebrating the 32nd anniversary of Doom, of which I have to tell you, this is a full admittal. It pained me so much to crop at all the Doom 93 art. It is my favorite art of all time, that box art. But social is like, I need 4 to 5. And I'm like, well, that box art is not 4 to 5, so now I got to start cutting it. Oh, it pains the shit out of me, but I think the beauty of that art is you could crop it a million ways, and every single crop of that art looks good. So I'm sorry to Don for cropping it. But all right. Also, this is crazy. So 32 years of Doom, which also means the official Doom Discord, which if you're not already a part of, huge shout outs to everybody, our mods and all the homies in there. It's discord.gg/Doom. That and the Slayers Club, they turned 7 this year. Like, that's just...
That is crazy.
That's hard to believe. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't feel like that long ago that those things got going, but here we are.
I love that the Slayers Club has been great. You know,
Yeah.
I love that we kept that going, and I hope we just keep it going
Yeah.
for a long time
Mhm.
because it's a cool place.
Same. All right. So I'm going to say it one final time. All the giveaways when we get to them, U.S., Canada, but no Quebec. I don't know why, but maybe Canadians, you guys can answer what the hell's going on in Quebec. Something's going on over there. You guys got to figure that out. Ireland, New Zealand, and the U.K. You might ask, what do these have in common? They're English speaking, and we only got the stuff done in English this time because it takes forever to do. So that's that. All right. I just wanted to kind of like start off this convo since we got both Marty and Hugo tonight. Like, you guys have kind of, you've lived with the franchise both before you joined id and now for the last 10 years with the Modern Trilogy. Like, what has it been like for you guys to kind of like expand and kind of like modernize the franchise so much? Something that's so precious to like all of us.
You go first, Marty. I'm always talking on this stream.
It's hard to answer because we literally live in it for we've lived in it for 13 years, so it's all like it's a million things all together. I would say, to sum it up, I mean it's pretty humbling to get to contribute to it, because when you do like even just getting ready for this stream, I was kind of like looking at the trophy case and the shareware awards and a bunch of other, we talk about action game. I actually grabbed this to show people. This is the 1994 Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. Yes, they've been doing this that long, which is not Tomorrow Awards. It's the awards they give away at GDC.
Yeah.
But, that's the award, 1994 for Doom for Best Action Adventure Game. Adventure, I'm not so sure about. Definitely Best Action. But,
I mean, at the time. That's a cool looking award, by the way. That's from 93.
It is a cool
I think it was cool as hell.
94.
94.
Yeah.
Damn.
But so to me, it's just, the fact that we've had such great source material from the original team, the fact that, we've been able to work on it with the team here, the partnership we've had these last 13 years, and just kind of continue something that really deserved. No, it was definitely not a franchise that deserved to kind of just fade away, you know, and to be able to do it well, to have the support of, ZeniMax doing it this whole time, and Bethesda, and now Xbox. Hugo talks about it often. We get to do something super crazy and fun with big budget, resources behind it, and that's just not that common in the industry, So, so it's been a blast. It's been a blast working with the people, and like I said, really just appreciate the work that was done 32 years ago or 33 years ago as they started on the original. Just a ton of just unbelievable vision and just doing what they love, and honestly that's been the biggest part for us, is just continuing to do something fun that we love.
Yeah, it's such a great brand. Excuse me.
He was just coughing.
I'm actually right here if he chokes to death. There we go. That almost happened one time. We were together, and he almost ate it on a big pile of meat.
It's a real story.
I mean, that's the way to go, though, right? That's the way to go.
I was about a second from Heimlicking.
It was at a barbecue spot, and we were with Twitch executives trying to cut a deal. And I remember the last thing I remember was like, this brisket's really dry, and then I just got lodged in my throat. And then dude, I'm not kidding. Like a cat, I hairballed this thing out in front of everyone.
Damn.
Like it was life or death. I
Right.
planted both arms on a chair, and I'm like, we're fucking vomiting this thing out right now. I don't care.
This has to happen. Period.
Yeah, and that was right before Marty gave me the hind lick, and then we went back to business and we got the deal. So, but I'm sure those guys have a story. Hey, remember that time that Doom guy just like barfed the hairball out in front of us? Like,
and then we still said yes. What were we thinking?
So we're totally off track here, but I want to say to the chat, right? If anybody in chat has ever almost choked to death, it gives you, and maybe I'm the only one, but chat can. I'm curious what you guys, if anybody's experienced this. It's traumatic. Like to this day, when I eat and if anything gets near my throat, I still have like
the trigger of
anxiety now. Yeah, I just have like permanent anxiety about choking to death now.
I mean, yeah.
It clearly hasn't stopped me from eating, but I do get it, and it's weird. Does anybody else experience that? I don't know what that is, but it's well, I know what it is.
Trauma.
I'm just freaked out. But anyway, that's our. So as we digress and go back to the question,
I mean, this is perfect. Yeah. So
it's fantastic. We love it. It's the best brand, like Marty said. I always feel like we're making an Evil Dead movie with a Michael Bay budget. That's what feels awesome about it. And you guys are the best fans in the world. It's original. The source material is one of the best games, if not the best game of all time.
Yeah.
And it's been a blast. And honestly, there's still so much more you could do. That's not some soft announcement of another game. It's just like there's tons, more that we could do with this, especially with the fiction that we created. The fiction was created to support a big, broad franchise, to modernize it in a way that embraced everything about Doom and then allow us to do lots of cool things with it. And that's what the last 3 games have been. So it has been an absolute pleasure. Absolutely. Creatively, I don't think it gets better.
Yeah. Speaking of which, chat is always on point when it comes to but DLC wins. So we are still making DLC, but this stream we're not showing anything new about DLC. It's more about looking back and appreciating, from 93 to Dark Ages, right? I just wanted to level set that, which is also why we brought a lot of prizes to also keep you happy. So that
I'm not sure there's much left to reveal. I saw a post on Reddit today that was had summarized everything that had been revealed so far in the chat, and I was like, whoa,
we're
going deep.
Revealed about what? The
DLC.
About the DLC. It basically took everything that you guys have talked about over the course of the last several streams and listed it out. Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's chat. I often try to say chat. We can't do that. And as soon as Josh turns around,
I take a sip.
Force my hand, and they make me say things. I don't want to say it, but I got to do it.
No, but I love that, man. Like, what, Sneaky J Cool, Hopto, they're always like dead on.
That's who it is.
Yeah, Sneaky J Cool. Yeah, I think they're in chat right now. Yeah, shout out. I mean, it's amazing because every single time I'm like, what did we say about anything about DLC? And I'll just like look at Twitter. I'm like, that's it. Yep, that was it. It's awesome. But
I do have to say, I don't get to come on very often. But you guys do an awesome job. I do have to recognize and just say it. Like, we get together at QuakeCon and we talk about the stream every week, in preparation and stuff. But I love watching the job you do, the job Hugo does. There's nothing. There's nothing like it in games. I mean, to have somebody, game director, come on and talk so honestly and openly, and it's just super fun. So you guys just kill it every week, and I love it. So
thank you.
Thank you for doing such a good job.
It is fun. I mean, Hugo and I just love doing this shit. That's why we're like, all right, what are we doing this week? Because I mean, we almost so we didn't have a stream last week, but when we come back, since this is the last one for 2025, when we come back in 2026, I think we made a promise to Danny, Hugo, on YouTube
Doom
that
3.
we're playing Doom 3. Yeah.
Yes. We never actually said that, but we're going to do it anyway because there's no evidence of that at all.
We watched the clip that he made. He made that crazy out.
That's AI.
Are we talking about Danny O'Dwyer?
That's fake. No. This is Danny.
Midjourney.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was some Chat GPT stuff.
That's right. Clearly a fake, clearly a fraud, but we might try it anyway. We might kick off 2026 with the flashlight. Who knows?
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'd love to. That's the thing. If I play it and I play BFG edition where you get to have the flashlight and the gun, I'm gonna play it like the original where you had to make the choice. That I think I liked that so much about the original, that
Yeah.
forced
We're
choice
gonna-
where you couldn't do both.
We're gonna
That
do vanilla.
created like so much drama.
I completely agree. And like, even though it's a huge
That
quality
is
of
a
life
very
thing-
Hugo Martin type of choice. Obviously, not here at the time, but that is the
Yeah.
type of choice you would make for sure.
Yeah. Because
That's-
once you could do both at the same time, there was no more like, oh shit. That was the tension of the
Yeah.
original. Was like,
Do you
God
see
damn
or
it,
can you
I gotta
shoot?
kill these. Yeah,
Right?
I can't.
Hmm.
I can't. I would like to come in guns blazing, or should I come in with being able to see stuff? So,
especially the horror aspect.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
made it super scary.
100%. It's so funny too, because I feel like that's like, man, in the new prevailing like everybody has an opinion about a game before a game comes out, and then it comes out and it's always polarizing, and then there's always like you wait until 3 to 5 years later, then it's kind of settles down on like what our opinions of things were. It's so interesting because remember when Doom 3 came out, I mean, anybody that could run it with hardware that didn't have like, because remember, I guess we made that amazing port for Xbox, but PC was super demanding, right? Like you had to have a monster GPU to play that game. But it's like, I'm trying to remember if I remember a lot of people complaining about the flashlight, so it always makes me wonder why we fixed it. But it could have been that the time that we were doing BFG edition, it was like, we're reading through the forums and there's like a huge contingency of these people being like, put the flashlight on the gun.
When you play it, it wasn't like that wasn't challenging.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good example of to make it. So those limitations are what make great games great. So it's like weapon switching in Arc Raiders. I mean, it's painfully slow.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like in a mod, or something like, sure, you'd want to make that faster, but then the whole game would be completely different.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I love that game. I mean, it still holds up, looks beautiful.
It was a hot topic at the time.
Yeah.
I
bet.
do remember.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was
wasn't
gonna say.
reading the Reddits or anything, so I don't even, I was just at home on my Xbox being like, this is awesome.
This is great.
Different way of hearing about it. Like I there was no.
Right.
I might get this date wrong, but like streaming games was not kind of a thing back then as much at all. So it was not like quite the
feedback
machine
loop where it's
gun.
like, yeah.
Yeah, but it was definitely out there at the time.
That was my phone vibrating. It's off now. Sorry, guys.
We're good now.
It's sensitive. Holy cow.
I know that thing is like, I mean, I feel like if it's never going to happen, but if either one of us were going to have a heart attack, we'd be able to tell if you're going to before I'm going to, because your mic would pick it up. We'd be like, that PPM is high. It's too high. It's 160. We got to get him out of here. You know what I mean? I'd be like, that mic picks up everything. Shout outs to Elgato. Thanks for that mic. But yeah, like kind of just a cherry pick from the modern trilogy from 2016 Eternal Dark Ages. Like going back to 2016, because we haven't talked about 2016 in a really long time, probably since like the 30th anniversary. Are there any kind of like, what's like kind of the first memories that come out now when you think about it, based on all the time that's happened and, obviously at different points in the timeline from when you guys were making Eternal and now Dark Ages, I'm sure different stuff came out from 2016 that, whether it was engine stuff or decisions for design and stuff that came out. What are some of like, whether they're favorite memories or just like, the stickiest memories that kind of come back now that when you're thinking about 2016, now that we've already put out Dark Ages and are working on DLC?
I went first last time. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. God, there's so many. We've talked about it in No Clip. I'll try to avoid the stuff we talked about in No Clip, like the Boy Scout stuff and geez, I don't know. I can't think of anything. So,
I feel like you just thought of
so
something, but go ahead. You're like, I don't want to say that one though.
I remember Joe Kaczynski making the commercial, and
oh hell yeah,
that was cool.
The live action one. Yeah.
And then them making the suit, and that was awesome. Just being able to see all that stuff get made.
How did that feel for you, since coming from Pacific Rim and like directly working on film stuff, of what you were doing a lot of like the pre-pro and that stuff? How did it feel like walking straight onto a set and being like,
I didn't go. I could have went.
Mm.
Eric Carell was in charge of that
Mm.
stuff, and we were super heads down on the game, and I
Yeah.
just figured if I was there, just kind of back away and
Fair.
let Joe was, he's
He knows what he's
he
doing.
knows
Yeah.
what yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Although I will say, what I remember was there was a shot of him running,
Mm.
and in that trailer, there's one shot of him jogging, and that is really goofy. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like-
yeah. Where it's like
he's
very
doing
like
this- he's
I know
doing this
I know
little trot,
exactly.
and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is that? You know, I remember it was challenging. There was so many different things happening at the same time, and it really, you look back, it's just a bunch of people working really hard together, making a lot of sacrifices. Marty, myself, the whole team,
Yeah.
and getting it done, and that felt really good. And then having a lot of support from Robert and Bethesda to be able to make it everything it needed to be. I'm trying to avoid all the no clip stuff because we've talked about it so many times.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's what I remember. Like, us just really getting scrappy, pulling together, and executing, and how good it felt the night that it was released, and it really caught fire on Twitch right away, which was awesome. Because mostly it was like, I thought this was going to suck.
Right, because everyone was like, I don't know. This is the perfect example of what we were talking about before. People were like, this yellow key art. I don't know. Is this the Doom guy? Like, I don't know about that. And then they play it and they're like, oh, shit. It's really good.
Yeah, yellow is a nice way of saying it. I don't think it was.
Yeah, you're right. That was
it was the piss key art.
It was the piss key art. It was, yeah.
There's never, what the fans should remember, and I know that everybody looks back on 2016 so lovingly, there has never been a release of a Doom game that isn't, in the opening months, it isn't divisive. Like, it usually takes a group of people to start championing it and being like, I think this is really good.
Yeah.
But because they're always so different. That's it. It's never like, oh, we just remade 93 Doom, or we remade Doom 3. So, like, I do remember that. I remember, and I still bring that up all the time because it's like, oh, this is the best thing in the world. I'm like, let me read to you the reviews of some of these. We got good reviews, but it wasn't a 90+ game.
Right.
There were plenty of reviews and Reddit posts of like, this isn't good. So, and Eternal was the same in Dark Ages. So, like, still scored well and reviewed well and stuff, but they're always divisive when they first come out. What do you think, Marty? What do you remember?
I think in the context of the last 13 years, or the last 3 games, it was so new for us. Like, I do remember, like, it's the, it was kind of like, obviously it wasn't new IP, but to a certain extent, the way we were approaching it, it kind of was new IP. It was certainly rebooted IP, and like Hugo said, we're just, it was like the kind of first big game for a bunch of us, in the roles we were in. A lot of the people on the team kind of similar, people who are still with us as directors and leads. So there was definitely a lot of figuring it out, like I think way more so than broadly, than over the last couple, even as inventive and new as the designs are on those, and they stand on their own. It was really like kind of everything was new, other than, hey, we're rebooting this amazing franchise. We've got a lot of good source material here. There was a lot of like, is this Doom? Is this Doom? Is this Doom? That we don't have now. And I mean, I kind of remember it fondly because it was a ton of pressure and exciting in a way that in a different way. I mean, every game has its kind of emotion to it, and you feel a different place in the studio and all that. And to a certain extent, for Doom 2016, we were, we'd gone through a lot as a studio. It'd been a while since we'd had a major release, and we were on a kind of a reboot of a reboot, and kind of felt like that like, man, this is we've got to do this. We've got to get this right.
Yeah.
And like Hugo said, when you release it and it's great, or when we when we would be able to present it at E3 or QuakeCon, like those were great moments along the way that, and I think we did cover that in No Clip, but you kind of build that momentum or that confidence as you go, and but yeah, it was just super new. All of it was very new.
Doom Guero, it's not that people hated 2016 or Eternal. It's just that there's always going to be, some debate at launch around these games because Doom means so much to people. That's all. When you it's very much like somebody remakes Jaws, or your favorite band comes out with
That's
a
what I
new
was going to
album.
say. Exactly.
That's it. It's just like
Exactly.
it's not the first album or
Right.
anything. So no, it
Because
wasn't.
everybody's
It
got
wasn't.
one, right? Like maybe
Yeah,
Violators or Depeche Mode. So everything that's not Violator, you're like, but is
yeah.
it as good as? And it's like, I mean, they can't just keep making Violator. You know what I mean?
I think we settled up on Open Critic at an 86, which is the same thing that Dark Ages has. And that when you get an 86, that means you had some sevens in there. You had some
Right.
sixes. You had some people who were passionately against what we did. You had some mediocre sevens, like and then and certainly enough nines and tens. So
Yeah.
that's room. But then I tell the team all the time that great games settle up. If it's truly a good game, like Dark Ages now is sitting at 92 on Steam. That it settled up. So did Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
So and certainly Doom 2016 did. So that feels really good.
I was gonna say, speaking of which, so it's such a different time, right? So being like the first big game the studio had made in forever, kind of relaunching the IP, taking all these risks. Again, it's going to be polarizing because maybe it's Doom 3, maybe it's Doom 64 or 2 or 93 that people were attached to, that they're like, oh, this isn't my Doom, this is a different Doom. Eternal was such a different beast in so many ways, but also like just talking about like the time period it came out. I mean, we had something that the three of us and no one else in the world could have predicted, which is having the same release date as Animal Crossing New Horizons, which was the fucking best thing that ever happened to video games since I've been alive. As far as like the fandom was just so wholesome and so good, and everybody was in on it and everybody got it. You know what I mean? But it's also like, just like you said, so even though it seemed like at launch you still had like those people that were giving us 6 and 7s or even like lower than that, all of a sudden now Eternal was in 2016, and in 2016 was so good. So maybe it's the story or the gameplay or like, just the small arenas or, whatever else it was. But it's interesting that like Eternal, just like with Dark Ages, which we'll get to in a minute, it had the baggage somehow of already 2016, which we thought, we did pretty good. But at the same time, it wasn't like, we didn't think we'd get dragged for people being like, well, why isn't this 2016 too? Or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
no, it's hard.
And also
That's
pandemic,
usually the
which is crazy.
Yeah. I think it's always interesting because it is, and I think one of the reasons the games like Hugo's mentioning kind of settle up is the divisiveness comes early on, kind of comes from the comparisons.
Yeah.
And like Hugo was talking about earlier, you're just like, I'm all used to Doom Eternal, I'm on a dash, and then you're doing the shield and all that kind of stuff. And I think what we're proud of and what the team is proud of is just that they all eventually, even though you're comparing them at the beginning, they all eventually feel like they stand on their own and are well respected and well liked for kind of it on its own as an individual, very unique experience, though all kind of wrapped in this lore and aesthetic that is Doom. So
and hopefully they all feel Doom.
Yeah.
Hey, I had one thought. It made me. As I was thinking about the three games now. We have the classic Doom Guy helmet that fans can buy, a premium wearable classic Doom Guy helmet. We have a premium wearable Doom Eternal helmet.
That's right.
And then we have a Dark Ages helmet.
That's right. You're seeing a gap there.
There, fans, let's petition and harass the people in charge of Doom. Send which is me.
Don't let them
Marty
rest until Doom 2016 has its own helmet. Yeah.
What do you guys think? I was thinking about that. Like, seriously, I think a Doom 2016 helmet would it is weird that because I'm going to try to, I have all my Doom stuff like in boxes and stuff. And so I want to display it.
I've got my helmets out. You know what I did? I took like one of those, it's almost like a bike hook on a wall. And if you put that there, you can just hang the helmet like upside down where like the visor's on the bottom. And they look great. So I've got them like that.
I'm going to do that. And so, I think that a Doom 2016 helmet, guys, what do you guys say? I think that would be, really good, and we should see if
especially because 2016 is
powers that be would be interested.
It's technically the most probably like iconic helmet and like suit, from waking up in the sarcophagus pretty much, with your birthday suit,
Yeah.
entering into the Praetor suit, like it's a huge moment. And also, like, you get so much detail of the helmet and putting it on, and then the visor and all that stuff. It's kind of like a huge deal in 2016. So you're right. It is kind of. What
Yeah.
was our?
Well,
Oh,
all of
it
them.
was a Revenant. It was this guy. Oh, how the hell is
Yeah.
this guy so close by? Hold on. I'm gonna grab him if I can unhook myself. It was this guy that was the 2016 collector's edition.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
And he
beautiful
was cool
Revenant.
as hell.
Yeah, he's got little cobwebs on him, but he still looks. I love how the paint has just enough gloss for him to look accurately gross, like 2016. Like he's just a little wet, little nasty. Then it
Yeah.
had this weird gimmick where I don't know if I have the thing, but it could like have a little fan that would spin with like red light in the bottom. It's
Red
pretty
light.
cool.
Yeah.
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 That was a
No,
good
that
one.
was a good one.
That is a good idea.
But yeah, 2016 helmet. Let's start a petition.
Do it.
Let's do it. But so coming out of like Eternal, then would you guys say that there was anything that like stands out now that again like the sands of time have settled, the opinions have settled, we moved on to Dark Ages? Was there anything out of Eternal that now like whether it's a favorite memory or just the thing you think of the most when you think of Eternal?
I'm like I like to harp on the negatives. That's kind of my jam.
That's
So
fair.
like,
Well, you're an
I,
artist. It's the
yeah,
perfectionist.
it's-
You got to
it's
whittle,
because
whittle.
It's inside of that is a chance to be better. So
Right,
it is
right,
kind of
right.
like a Tony Robbins-y thing. But like, so like with 2016, what do I remember the most? What do I think of when I think of 2016? There's a design element on his shoulder that drives me nuts. I don't like that the super shotgun double tap is so easily accessible, and for those that want to, can kind of break the third act of the
Mainline it.
game.
Right, right.
So none of these things are terrible. Nothing is perfect, but that motivates you to make the next one. And then Eternal, the timing on the jumping puzzles. There are certain jumping puzzles that require you to jump at a certain amount of time because like the platforms fall in Exultia, in the second half of Exultia in Hell. There is just like a handful of moments, two, three, four moments where like we have falling platforms or trapdoors that close and you have to like jump, dash to cross it.
Yeah.
And there's a large part of the community that enjoys that stuff. I don't think it needs to be that tight. Like, so what do I remember? I hope that one day we can open that back up again because I'd love to like tweak that stuff. I don't think I would ever touch the Super Shotgun in
Right.
2016. Got to
Yeah.
just leave that the way it is.
Yeah.
But I do think like so that's what I remember. It's just like the timing puzzles, the little things that you wish you could go back and just tweak a little bit.
Just have a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still give the player the power of the double tap. I just wish that was harder to earn. Like
Right.
that, just put that out there a little bit further, like just ask them to do a little bit more or like figure out a way to make that progression towards that level of power like a little bit more challenging. And then if you earned it, you earned it. But just stuff like that, I remember the most. What about you, Marty? What do you remember at Doom Eternal?
We made a lot of skins
Oh
Shit.
shit! Yeah, good lord,
that
we
were-
really did
that were.
so good.
I mean, I look back at the skins thing, and I mean, like I really liked battle mode. I thought it was great. The Friday night fight stuff you guys
That
would
was
do was
awesome.
fantastic.
It's fun.
And
Sample trophy.
and just the it was just like we made a lot of skins that were all free, and
Yes.
and like they're some of they're still like if you look at those skins,
Yeah.
so they're very id in the fact that they're just handcrafted to the nines and
Yeah.
it, like literally could go on people's art stations and all of that. So yeah, like the Doomicorn and just I mean like if you haven't looked at Doom Eternal skins in a while, like go
Agreed.
back because
Agreed.
there is just some hilarious the Mullet Slayer and all of that.
Uncle
So-
Sam, like I'm like my synapses
Oh, yeah.
are firing. Like when I die, I might just see Eternal skins, which that's fine. There's so many of them that make me laugh and smile. To your point,
Yeah.
like they cook so hard, and it had so
Yeah.
much of the identity of the studio of like the sky's the limit. Whatever you guys want to do, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. We even kind of went into, kind of sunset mode on the seasons and stuff like that, but we still refresh everything. We still reset all the leaderboards for all the modes and everything. And I think we just did our 49th season of that where, people get to go back and who haven't earned skins and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so many great memories of Eternal. That was a monster of a dev cycle for us. I mean, a monster of a dev cycle. Certainly, I still think the skins they're just such a nice little microcosm of the inventiveness of the team and the quality and just
and the sense of humor.
and the sense of humor. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
100%.
Slightly Juicy says, my game design lectures hate the constant pop-up tutorials on Eternal. That would be your teacher. Well, let me tell you something. Those that can't. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't going to.
Oh, I was like, as a teacher, I was like, this is the mortal sin. I can't believe we're capturing it here live.
I will defend that because while I'm the first person to criticize everything we do, everything I do is because the two things that I called out, who's responsible for those issues? Me. So like, I play tested that stuff and said it the way it was, but it wasn't in Eternal because we wanted to push you and because it was based so much on 2016. And so the novelty of using those weapons wasn't going to have the same impact because you'd already shot micro missiles. You already had like, a ballista-like type weapon.
Right.
That's where we got into like the fun zone and active resource management, putting that in control of the player, combining tools and blood punch and flame belch to restack and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That in order to do that at the level that we did, we had to tell you what to do up front. So the bet was the fun isn't in figuring out what to do. The fun is in executing it with a level of mastery. So it was like, give you the instructions, but then the real fun comes in mastering it.
Right.
So please, Slightly Juicy, tell that to your teacher. See what they say. Bring it back next week. We can have a week-to-week debate.
I love it.
See what they say.
I love it.
And Tyler McVicker's here.
Hell yeah.
All right, Tyler.
There he is.
I feel like Tyler is leading the charge so far that I know about it. And again, I'm only in so much Valve spaces because Tyler is like the most dug in on everything Valve news, Half-Life news. I feel like the Half-Life 3 waiting room, I feel like Tyler is at the front of the line, and I love that about Tyler. I feel like the content's been awesome. Tyler,
what was that stream that you had that had like, so Tyler gets huge numbers on his stream, but he had one that was really big, and I think it was because of something related to Half-Life 3, but it was like amazing. Like I jumped onto his stream and he had like 1,000 people.
Damn. Let's go.
Yeah, he's got some big numbers. So tell us when Half-Life's coming out, Tyler.
Tyler.
Tell us now.
Yeah, instead of we don't give you info, you give us info. We want the leaks.
That's right. Good
Damn,
friend of the
he
studio.
said we hit 13,500 on both platforms combined. Yes, thank you. Damn.
Yeah. No,
that's awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And he's got his retro gamer show. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet, but it's extremely awesome. And it looks like your basement, but I think it's your living room. The wood paneling look was kind of how people's basements looked.
That's true.
He's doing, it's the 90s, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
It's not the 80s. It's the 90s.
Because it's like webcams and stuff. So that was like late 90s, early 2000s, right?
He recreates the 90s. Like he's basically, the premise is that it's like a live stream from the 90s. So he like is talking about games as if they just came out. So it's very funny. And his whole room is decorated. He asked me a couple of questions. It was funny. Like I wish
does this work type of question?
Well, he's like, were lasers a thing, and what was the thing in the movies, and like little research for posters and things like that.
That's awesome.
I'm like, well, Die Hard was a very important film.
The character is John McClane.
Yeah. It is your basement. It looks like your basement.
Oh,
it's the 90s. Yeah, he has a camcorder, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And old PC stuff. Yeah, public cable access show. Man. The viewers can call in too. Yeah.
Camcorders.
Super
Holy
clever.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to contribute to that because we have like these really old PC gaming magazines that are just sitting on a shelf that I've been staring at for 13 years. And then they're literally like, I don't know how old they are, but they're really old. Yeah. And I'm like, we should like do something with this. Like these things are just kind of sitting here.
Give me those damn magazines. Ship them. All right, before we switch to some gameplay, because we're going to do a little Doom 93 and a little Doom 2. Just have a little taste before we get into. Of course, we're going to finish it out with some Dark Ages because I don't think we've had a stream since we've done, like we said we were going to do, in Repertorium 2.0. We've added, I think there's like 4 new community preset encounters, which are amazing, and they're credited and everything by the people that made them, and they are awesome. And the fact that we were talking about this earlier, Marty and Hugo, like, these are active tunables, which means we can change them anytime without a client update. And you guys, like, everybody that's contributed so far, like, both on Twitter and especially on the Doom Discord, they made a specific, like, forums Repertorium section. And it's so cool because everybody can make their own post. Everybody's got awesome ass key art. A lot of them have trailers, and then they have like all the details and like the settings that, like, try it with all these. Here's all my rounds. Here's like the different, like, I recommend this time. If you can beat under this time, change this. It's so cool, man. It's exactly like,
It is awesome.
I think when you guys were setting out to design it, it's like, let's see these designers. Let's see everybody come out of the woodwork here. And I feel like they're doing it. It's so cool.
That's what we hoped for.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were hoping that stuff. I think there's one more bit of polish that we could add to that, and given the opportunity, we'd love to. So things that I think it kind of makes the most sense. What would you guys want the most is just to be able to save your creations easily and place it in a slot. I think that's, if there were 3 empty slots, so as you guys made things, you could save it into the slot, and then you don't have to punch it in every time. So that to me is like, I think at that point it's finished. If you could just do that, then let's call it
call it a day.
Repertorium 2.5. I think that's like that would be the final thing. Nice. So I think hopefully, we're able to execute on that at some point for you guys, and I think that would be pretty awesome.
That'd be slick.
What are you saying? Hato VC, one day he will read this.
What did
Hugo should play mods for Classic Doom. I'd like to play mods for Classic Doom. Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
I mean, as we'll see in a minute, they are built into the last release of Doom plus Doom 2 we did with Night Dive. Like, they did an amazing job, and you can just right now you could make your own Doom or Doom 2 mod and upload it directly on PC into that, and then you could just immediately play it on PlayStation or Xbox or PC, and all your friends. You can do co-op, you can do deathmatch.
It's amazing.
It's pretty rad. We're actually going to get to that. And actually, you want to just get to that now? Let's do that now. So let me switch to, if this works. Because, Marty, you and I were talking about this the other day. Like, what kind of black magic / like, good timeline are we in specifically for the fact that every platform on the bottom, these are all the modern platforms, right? We're talking about Xbox Series X and S, ROG Ally plus the X version, PlayStation 5, PC, Steam Deck, Switch, potentially Switch 2 for some of these. Some of these, yes, some of these, no. But these are all the modern platforms, and every single mainline Doom game is available. Like, walk us through what we're looking at here. This is crazy.
I've said it when we've streamed at QuakeCon and stuff, but really, like, there's never been a better time to play Doom, or to jump into Doom if you want to explore the history of it a little bit. Just, hey, I've never played the original Doom or Doom 2 or whatever. You can jump in on the exact same platform you're playing Dark Ages on, and you've got mods built right in. You can see some of the great stuff the community has done. It's just, I mean, it is as easy as it has ever been. Even going back, 8-10 years ago, when we started on this reboot journey, Doom 2, you were fumbling around trying to, we had them on Steam, but it was clumsy for sure. Doom 64 wasn't nearly as broadly available. So it's really like, I think that there's Kevin for many years, did the work
Cloud.
internally. Yep, exactly. Now Adam, everybody knows him as Sync Air and Sponge, do the work to keep our catalog strong. And again, you mentioned Night Dive, so just awesome. And again, it's been amazing to have the opportunity. I mean, like, to have ZeniMax and Xbox with us, investing in these things.
Right.
Making sure that they're available on all the platforms. And Doom 2016 obviously had SnapMap, which was has SnapMap, which is a popular pseudo modding thing, kind of a different take if you haven't if you haven't taken a spin through that ever, I would definitely check out. That was one of those things that people just went off with creations that, we really never even contemplated them taking that feature so far. So
100%.
yeah, really, really fun to see that. And I think, again, pretty rare in the industry to be able to have that level of 32 years and all available on modern platforms.
That's true, man. It's a big point because, like, with GOG and even Steam sometimes, there's stuff like DOSBox that sometimes you can kind of get around playing something semi-original, as it were. But the fact that all of these have been modernized with, like, a lot of quality of life stuff that, again, rose tinted, it's hard to remember that it did or didn't have at launch. But then again, if you're on Steam, you can always launch the vanilla versions and stuff. So the preservation is still there either way. And then, like you said, like, how many people just coming into the franchise, no matter what game you come into, the fact that they're all actually, like, available, and it isn't something where it's like, I need to borrow my cousin's PlayStation 1 to play, this one specific version. It's like the fact that they're all out and playable on any of the platforms you have below, which, if you're here and you played any games, more than likely you have maybe one of those. So it's pretty incredible.
And not just available. I mean, truly, like, very, very, very good whatever
like
you want to call them, ports the performance is great, as you'll see, when everybody sees when it gets played here, but it's, you got incredible resolution, tons of quality of life features, accessibility options, the mods built into the menu literally for the first time in those games history, officially supported on all platforms mods, which, again, it's not just like, hey, we brought them to the platform in their barest form, left them, really in their kind of true to life, didn't up-res graphics a ton or anything like that, but just made them so they are the most playable they've ever been today. So it's really fun.
It's incredible.
It is awesome.
So we got some gameplay we're going to get into in a second here. Should we do a giveaway or two to get in there? Some maybe like kind of thematic ones. All right. So you'll notice something very fast about these giveaways. I've ordered them by value of how much they cost. So we're going to start on the lower end and we're going to build up to the grand prize. Just in case you think you sense a pattern, you do. And that's the pattern. So we're going to start with CVH, if you're ready, in chat. The first hashtag, again, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you have Twitch open so that you can get this hashtag and all the hashtags to follow for the giveaways, because they're only going to be given through Twitch. Make sure you have your whispers open. We're going to try to really get all the info from everybody today or tomorrow, because, again, if you're in the US, we're going to try to see if we can ship this out before Xmas. Again, if you're in the UK or Australia, probably not, but we'll do our best at least to get our side going. But the first giveaway are these floppy disks. These are like super limited edition replicas. I have 3 of these to give away. So there's going to be 3 winners picked. So it's going to be, if you're ready, CVH, let me make sure that he is. Waiting. All right, confirmation. Hashtag floppy disk, all one word, which, if you don't know what that is, first of all, you're kind of looking at it on the screen. I think a lot of kids growing up, they're just like, oh, that save icon, and I'm like, yeah.
Tyler doesn't know what a floppy disk is.
No?
Hey, you want to see something cool? I actually grabbed these from our archive.
All right, hold on, let me switch to this.
And it's the most appropriate time to show these.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Are those
truly
the originals?
Like these are Doom 1.1 version, copyright 1993. Id Software shareware version, Disc 1 master. So when you're talking about what went live 32 years ago, this is Disc 1, Disc 2. The shareware was about the focus is not working there. There
it's
we
like
go.
There,
yeah. The shareware. These are, if you can believe this, for anybody who's old like us, you remember that these were 1.4 megabytes each. So 2.8 megabytes total. I think the shareware was 2.4 megabytes. So it had to fit on 2 shareware discs. Yeah. But that's the origin of that giveaway we're giving right there.
Marty, we should sell these.
I don't think we can.
He's like, these. We got to go into business. We'll start our eBay. All right, I got the 3 winners.
We did that
already.
little by little, once a month. Just took something from the closet. We would make a
Make a little side hustle? Yeah, why not? All right, so I've got the winners, the 3 winners of this Doom floppy disk limited edition replica. So number 1, Hellspawn 2025. What up, homie? You're the first winner. So make sure you keep your whispers open. I know, I'm saying. Peaceful Viewer. That's a great name. I don't think I've ever heard your name before, Peaceful Viewer, but I'm glad you're here.
that.
Thanks for bringing the zen to this chat. And another really good name for Twitch, The Shy Nomad. So Hellspawn 2025, Peaceful Viewer, The Shy Nomad. You guys are all winners of this floppy disk, this limited one, which we're going to get you. So if you want to just get ahead of it, send us your name, your full shipping address, your phone number, your email, and make sure you're in the countries that we talked about that are in the rules, please, because it makes the process easier. But all right.
Congrats, guys.
We ready for the next one? For number 2? Because I think we have 18. Let's see. Hold on. All right. We're ready for the second one. Second one is going to be this diffuse. I can't do a stream and not give away at least one hat, right? It's just not on brand for us to not do that. So this is, it's kind of cool because I think these diffuse Doom hats are mainly sold in the EU. So again, I think the UK is still eligible, Ireland's still eligible, but for anybody in New Zealand and or the US and or Canada without Quebec, I don't know why, not Quebec, everybody else, why don't you just do hashtag Faces of Doom, since as you can see, that's Doom guys' faces again and again repeating for this classic hat for the 93 celebration, the 32nd anniversary. So again, hashtag Faces of Doom, no spaces. I think you can do it caps or lowercase. I would just do it all in caps because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the bot understands it better. So that's only going to be one winner for that one. We're going to close that in a second. And then if we want to, oh shit, we already got the winner. I have to read these names. Willyford83. I like to think your name is Willie, your last name is Ford, and you're born in 1983. Congratulations. You played this game maybe when it came out, and you're now the winner of this hat, so congrats. Maybe one more before we start? What do we think? Again, we're just building up here. We're just building. What do you think, Hugo? One more? Hit it?
Yeah, one more. Do it. Do it.
All right, here we go. I love U2's stuff.
He's awesome.
I love this dude. I think I have him at the office. He's not here, but I'm obsessed with this guy. Love this guy. So this is the U2's Doom Guy vinyl figure. It will be hashtag U2s. And then make sure you're reading on the screen how to write that because it's TOOZ. No spaces, hashtag U2s. This is one that I think we announced it like 2 QuakeCons ago and it just came out maybe like 8 months ago, but love to get some classic love for the Doom Guy. And I love their whole setup. Like, I feel like their printing thing is different in a sense where like, because, you know, Funko, it takes like a huge kind of like movement to get stuff going for them, like to get an IP with them, but they do all kinds of stuff. Like, I think they're way faster somehow on getting stuff out. All right, we already got a winner. ARG_Berserker. ARG_Berserker. That's yours. That's yours up there. That's yours. All right. Let's switch to some gameplay, and then we'll come back and do some more giveaways in a minute. So,
congrats, everybody.
Yeah. And stay tuned, man. We got so much more to give away. And again, the value just keeps going up and up and up. And it feels like we're on a game show. But you're on a game show. We're just happy to give some stuff away. All right.
All righty.
Doom plus Doom 2. I figure let's just get right into, you know, Doom 93 on its beautiful birthday. Just E1M1. Just hit it up. Let's see how fast you can speed run it because you get the little par at the end. See if you can meet it. Also, Hugo, tell us, as a controller player through and through. Oh, you're on your there you go, single player. What are you playing on this time? You doing controller? You doing keyboard and mouse?
I'm doing keyboard and mouse.
Really?
Let's try Nightmare.
Oh shit. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing. Oh Jesus, that hurt. Yeah, I've been playing. Wait a minute. Give me.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Ah. I grabbed this from downstairs. Okay, good.
You got your other mouse, right? You're the one you usually play with. Okay,
I just needed to make sure that none of the weights were in it.
Damn, look at this guy. Super juicer.
Well, Logitech gives you.
Oh yeah, the options, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You,
I also like how we can tell you're playing on a keyboard because, again, this mic is like inside your DNA right now. It's
I
covered.
died. Oh,
Cam, you see him hiding
loud?
right there? No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, this is like what normal mechanical keyboard users have for audio. We're one of them now. We're doing it. I love this.
Look
What
at that
got
pinpoint
Hugo to
accuracy
switch to
shot.
keyboard and mouse? Doom 93. I love that shit, man. That's crazy. Nice.
Actually, Arc Raiders got me to switch to keyboard and mouse.
Really? Like you weren't you started out on controller on that. What but was it just like aiming
I
or
went
what?
Straight,
Oh really?
I went straight to mouse and keyboard with that. Actually, I was playing a lot of Witchfire, which is a really, really amazing single player first person shooter. I highly recommend to you fans. Hey, chat out there, anybody play Witchfire yet? Because it's amazing.
Yeah, Witchfire's rad.
And if you're not, you guys should be playing it.
Amen to that. Let's see if we got some love for Witchfire in here. Oh, they're saying no audio. Okay, you have audio now. That's my mistake. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat because I had to switch windows. You got audio again. My mistake. Oh, hell yeah. So, Monster Madness 3 say, I'm playing Blood again. Speaking of our friends at Night Dive, they just re-released, what is it, Blood Resupply, which is like the newest iteration of going back and remastering in the only way that Night Dive can with their awesome Kex engine. Like I hear it's incredible. I have to dive in because I have really fond memories of Blood also. All right, sounds like we got sound now. Thank you guys. Wob Zero says Nightmare's too hard, Hugo.
Nightmare is pretty hard, dude. Those guys are hitting pretty tough.
Because remember in Nightmare they respawn, so the more you're hanging around, they're coming back. They're coming back to kill your ass, which means your resources are at a disadvantage long term.
Health.
Oh, nice. That's right, dude. Elijah King pointed out I've been playing Outlaws Remastered. Speaking of Night Dive, dude, Night Dive is. I don't even understand because I know all the people that work there, and their
oh
count,
my god,
their count isn't that high as far as head count.
Just
but
so we don't play this for 27 hours.
start making some changes here. Yeah. Indeed. I think you got to go to end and then start another one. I don't think you can change the skill halfway through. But luckily we weren't too far. Yeah.
Do ultra violence.
But yeah, they just put out another remaster. What was it, like a month ago in Outlaws, which is another really cool one that was just amazing to see come back. And then, who is this? John Slytherin 1 says, Josh, did you hear that Romero's game is coming back? Did you guys hear that? That just got announced today. It's awesome.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it got announced today.
Yeah. I heard that.
Support, so.
Very happy for him.
It's super, super cool.
Every time I meet him, he's super nice.
Yeah.
See him at a couple of events.
Yeah, and little plug, if you're into the Doom history and you haven't read Doom Guy yet, it's a really good book.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
Did a great job with it.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's very good.
And if you want, if you're
if you like audiobooks,
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
You get to hear him tell the story.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very entertaining guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all super, super jazzed that the studio stays open and the game they were working on is now back in production / development. It's really cool. That's right. Aldo says Hugo is holding the Gen X energy back to add the drama. Is that true, Hugo?
Yes.
Mario's Feet, which is a crazy name to read out loud, says, did Hugo direct Doom the Dark Ages? Did you direct that game, Hugo?
I did.
Okay. Confirmed.
First timer to the stream. Welcome.
that depends. Do you like it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your opinion, and then I'll
It's
tell
horrible.
you.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's not me. Danny says I am still pitching for that variety style actors on actors video, but with Hugo and Romero. That'd be awesome, dude. That'd be amazing. Would love to see it. Would watch. Reaper guy says.
I heard that Romero's a
Interesting.
fan of the stuff we've been doing.
Yeah, Dark
Very,
Ages.
yeah, he's very positive about it.
Hell
Now
yeah.
you want me to play?
I think I wanted you to play Doom 2, which is a great segue to say it's time for the next giveaway. Let me make sure
Do it.
CVH is ready. This is a good one. I mean, they're all good ones, let's be honest, but let me make sure he's ready. All right. I got typing. All right. The next one is none other than that sweet, sweet Bethesda Gear exclusive of Finishing Moves, Doom the Dark Ages original soundtrack, 2 LP, both the Red Boys. This is going to be hashtag vinyl. So if you're on Twitch right now, spam hashtag vinyl. By spam, I mean you only have to do it once. The bot will only recognize it once. So if you do it more than once, it's not 2 entries. But we're really psyched that we teamed up with our buddies Lace again, who we've had amazing relationship with, partners for a really long time. And I've been listening to these nonstop. I think I've got the over here. I think this is the heavyweight colored one, like the four
Yeah,
one.
the four disc is amazing.
They're over there. But I mean, if you know, I think all of us, you know, coming in, like the variety that Finishing Move did for the soundtrack is so incredible, but it's so much also, it's such a different experience to, you know, sit in your chair where you listen to music and just put on the vinyl and just go through the experience of the campaign and the story through just the music. It's really rad. And you can see like how much variety and how much they brought to like how different the instrumentation is, how different the arrangements are. Like they crushed it. So, all right, do we have a winner? We do. Mighty Brat, you are the winner of this final. Maybe one more before Doom 2 because there's 2 of them, 2 Dooms. We ready?
Amazing.
Up next, this is another one. Like I always say this every time we do a new one, but this is my favorite art book we've ever done, which is The Art of Doom the Dark Ages. This is the hardcover. That is Emerson's art, both on the front and in the little kind of like mini poster giveaway in it. So the original non-variant version that we did with Dark Horse is just what you see on the right is also the cover. But this is kind of cool. This is a Bethesda Gear exclusive. So this is what we call internally Key Art 3, which is the amazing render / you know, art of Emerson with the Slayer standing and Surratt behind him. And then again, the original concept art you see on the right that comes with it. So this is hashtag Art of Doom. Hashtag Art of Doom, all one word. So that's heading now. But yeah, I mean, it's incredible because
Pretty
I feel
awesome.
like, right? Like the artists that we've had in the last 10 years work on Doom games is like such a crazy variety of disciplines and stuff. I feel like you guys, every art book, I'm like, damn. And they're real different, I feel like.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty stellar artists at it over the years. I mean, Kenneth Scott, John Lane, Emerson, Alex Palma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the concept, guys. I mean, we've had tremendous artists across the board.
True. All right, we've got a winner. Queen of the Goth. Of all of the Goths, you are the queen. Queen of the Goth, you are the winner. So
That's awesome.
we're going to shout
Congrats.
at you. Yeah, congrats. We're going to shout at you right now while we jump back into some gameplay because we got Doom 2 loaded up here. So
You need to bring that to QuakeCon and get it signed by the artists.
legit. That's such a good idea. You have to. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Dark Horse too. We just I want to say the art books just started shipping maybe a couple weeks ago, but it's so cool to see those in the wild. I actually went to a bookstore the other day and saw it in the wild, and I was like, it's such a different fun experience to actually see it in the, you know, in the natural environment versus the promo one that's sitting on your desk for like 6 months. It's amazing.
Yeah. This looks so good.
Dude.
I'm still impressed
I
by
know.
the so good.
And wasn't this basically this was like Kevin Cloud and Adrian Carmack did like all of the pixel art for this game?
Yeah.
Madness.
They're just, yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah. Like as far as pixel art is coming, it has come pretty far with all of like the indie developers and all the amazing like games and stuff that's been made. These are still all the prototypes for me thinking like peak design in pixel art. It's this game. This is it, you know?
Absolutely.
I feel like you're crushing it and hurt me plenty. But I mean Ultraviolence, but I think
This
it's
is
still,
Ultraviolet.
it's a better choice though, because Nightmare is literally insane. They just keep spawning. I also love Doom, this map, entryway Doom 2 map, 1, because there is a secret outside for the single barrel shotgun. And then if you go up there and then you open up, if you turn around and open up the secret door right there, and then kill both these mofos, and then if you can fall, oh god, we gotta go outside, get out to the right, yeah, out here. Oh, no, around the corner. To the left and then to the right. Yeah, keep hugging that wall. Oh, the other side.
Here?
No, turn to your right. Oh, it's not open yet because we gotta open it up there behind them. You might have to punch them to death. It might be real. You might have to go all fisticuffs. Get in there. Stun lock them. All right, one down. Oh my god, 1% health. Easy. All right, so if you run perfectly and you hit that thing, if you sprint and you hit that thing, you're gonna open up a secret to the left, which is a rocket launcher, down that hallway to the right. I think there's an imp over there too, though. So turn to your left a little bit. So down that hallway to the right, there's gonna be a rocket launcher. Is there anybody that spawns over there? Okay, free. Now you gotta be really careful. You have 1 HP and this thing hurts everything it shoots in a huge radius. But now, is it open to the...
Good.
Well, we could leave the shotgun.
Oh shit.
It's a single barrel. Oh shit. We got 2 shots. Here's one of them. Oh, we're so close. That worked. Hell yeah. All right, so that's open now. So there is 3 imps maybe out here and a single barrel. 4 imps. 5 imps? All right, but now we're rocking. We got the single barrel, so easy. 1 HP. Who needs more than that? You're alive. 2 for 1 special. Nicely done. All right. So now, there's another secret right there to your right. Like one of those walls. I think there's an imp behind there, so be careful. Oh, no, there's not an imp. All right, you can get that, though. All right. So now we got 11 health. We're basically invincible. Oh, yeah, look at all this HP. Yeah, look at that. Nicely done. All right.
I never did those secrets.
Oh, really? Hell yeah. Did we get 100%? Or did I miss something? Let's see. 100. Shit, we did miss one. I thought we missed the one. Oh, it's because when we open up the lifts. Yeah, the lifts in those 2 rooms, like in that one room, you got to do them in order. All right, you might want to make a backup save just to have it, like a manual save, Hugo, just in case the worst case scenario. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Baxter Stockman says that was the clutch of the century, Hugo. Chicken Burger Man says 1% is crazy. That's right. Spectral Slayer 151 says first try, but that's true this time. Soap to go. You want to know what I finished? Did I finish Bonanza? I didn't, but I got way further, and I'm close, and I will finish it. I'm gonna try to finish it before the end of tomorrow. I'm taking a flight tomorrow morning too, so I'm gonna play it. If I'm still awake, I'm gonna beat that damn game on the flight. That's just torture. Ashley Baz Sivworn says play Icon of Sin on Nightmare. That's torture, bro. They just never stop spawning, and there's just every single demon on Earth. It's too muchy. Yeah, what do you guys think about Metroid Prime 4? I see Sneaky J Cool asking. I've loved it so far, but I've only probably put, 3 or 4 hours in there because I've been doing a lot of Night Rain DLC. What do you guys think about Metroid Prime 4? I know that you haven't played it yet, because I know that Trav guy I think just finished streaming it, which is pretty rad.
Is that Trav guy here today?
Are you here, that Trav guy? I haven't seen you, but maybe I just missed it. Identify yourselves. Maybe not. Midnight. Shout outs to Midnight. Midnight says Hugo speedrun any %. Is that what we're witnessing right now?
Best gun.
I mean,
and still like my favorite.
Yeah.
In all of our games, I still think it's
yeah. I mean, that sound, that animation, and what it does.
just
Well, it just sounds sick.
Yeah. Like, I hope that especially when they're doing pixel art in class and college and stuff, when they're doing, studying animation, I hope they study specifically the Doom 2 double barrel animation and how the sound syncs up with it, because it's like the single most satisfying loop I've ever seen on anything. It's so good. Watch your left. Okay, we're good. Another one hide? No. Okay. So you got the red key. Yeah, we can go in there now and grab that one behind the switch behind the door. Man, Samp4378 says it sucks to be in Quebec and not able to participate in giveaways. Look, Samp, find anyone not in Quebec that's in Canada that's a Doom fan, and if you win, give them their address, and then you just go pick it up or have them ship it to you. You gotta never stop trying. Tyler McVicker says, does Marty remember seeing Doom for the first time?
I do. It was actually in I think I've told this story before, but I was a little late finishing my degree in college in '94. So I moved at the beginning of '95. So I was not playing a lot of video games at that time. I had to finish college. So I had moved to LA in the beginning of '95, and a friend of mine had it and kind of introduced me to it, and it was like, several days of doing nothing but playing Doom, and then actually just later that year I got a job at Activision, and Doom Deathmatch was like the thing. Yes. I started in QA, so it was just rows of computers like it is in QA. I mean, it's rows of computers anywhere in dev, but in QA it's literally like you just kind of are tables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So every night at the end it was turning on Deathmatch and just going to town. So super. I mean, just like mind blowing. Just like everybody kind of at the time, it was such a different visual experience, different audio experience, unlike other things that you were playing. So it was just it was awesome and fun to be kind of around it in the industry close to when it come out. I didn't know anybody at id at the time. I didn't get to meet them until I think like '96. But still just transformative. It was amazing.
Hell yeah. All right, it's time for another giveaway. CVH, are we ready? Because we have many more. All right, we're ready. Next is this G Fuel whole set. It's like you get the tumbler, you get the Slayer Fuel, which is like a strawberry pomegranate flavor, and the little sticker, and it comes in a little box. So this is just hashtag G Fuel. We're gonna have 2 winners for this. We're gonna pick 2 different ones. As a drink fanatic, I do appreciate how crazy G Fuel gets with some of the flavors. I remember when we were talking about this one internally, it was like, because what we did, I think we did Spicy Demonade was like the eternal one, and then we had one for DLC that was different. I think it was like something with berry. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember.
Was murder in the word? I don't remember. It was some crazy ass.
I don't think legal would let murder go.
That's probably true. It probably wasn't murder, but maybe chat remembers. But yeah, this one was fun too, because we were like, well, if it's Slayer Fuel, it's got to be like kind of healthy too. All right, here we go. We already got 2 winners. Damn, Hellspawn 2025, you win again, sir. Congratulations. And how do I say this name? Max Stein, I think. It's like you're using 4s and 3s. Max Stein and Hellspawn 2025, you are winners. And let's maybe hit one more if we're ready, which is none other than these sweet Dark Ages key cards. You guys asked for them. We put them together. The one that was only gettable through the beautiful Asus Dark Ages graphics card has been separated and is now for sale as a 3 set. So this is going to be hashtag key cards, all one word, plural, hashtag key cards. And this is for 1 Dark Ages key card pack of 3. Hugo, I was wondering, like, we're going to show, you've already seen them in game, like the 93 key cards are very like techy. They're like hyper like sci-fi, like touch it close to the pad and it opens the thing. Like,
Right.
how like was the iteration on this for Dark Ages going back to like a medieval version? Was it fast, or was it something
Yeah.
you guys had to like really? You guys already had
Yep.
this like locked?
Pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah, the team locked in pretty quick. Once we did those, like the medieval aesthetic, sci-fi medieval aesthetic was kind of established, so we were able to kind of like start to rip that stuff out pretty quickly, and team did a great job. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I did get to have like a jewel in them in this set, in the Dark Ages set. Oh, we already got a winner. It is Brax 781. I guess that's how you read that. Brax 781. You're a winner. But since we're on the topic, we're going to do one more. And if we're ready for the next one, which I'm confirming now, I can show it to you. Okay, here we go. So again, we got to do love for all of the Doom key cards. So this is the 30th anniversary one that we released 2 years ago, which is the Pixel Key set of 3. And so this is going to be hashtag Pixel Key. I don't know why I made that one singular, not plural, but this is hashtag Pixel Key, Key. So go ahead and
so
hit that
awesome.
up. Dude, these are, yeah.
That's really cool.
I also love how, like, I think about the original Doom logo all the time, like all that weird techie work in the logo. And, like, I love how these key cards are also, like, there's a little DNA between the logo and the key cards a little bit, too, of, like, the line work and stuff. Holy shit, we've already got a winner. It is Inflation, but with a 1 and a 0. I love reading all y'all's names because I'm just taking guesses here. But Inflation, you are ruining this economy. No, I'm just kidding. You are the winner of this Pixel key set of 3. And let's do one last one, maybe for if we're gonna wrap up the Doom 2 section, because there's only one way to wrap it up. It's with this. So this is. I think we did this in the 30th, maybe the 30th. The stream the three of us did together is where we revealed this for the first time, right? So,
And just for the new fans,
Yeah.
that's from the image in Doom 2. That's the last thing you see. So
Right.
we didn't just like chop Daisy's head off and do that. That's an homage to Doom 2 because I see
right.
a lot of people on X, not a lot, but some
Yeah.
who are like, "This is not funny. They're taking it too far." I'm like, "Dude, it's from the game."
yeah, this is in there. So this is hashtag, no spaces here, Daisy Forever. Hashtag Daisy Forever on Twitch right now. Win this. And by the way, I just want to point out, so this thing's been sold out forever. The one that I'm sending for this, I don't even have the actual original box for it because this is before we even had the box. But I was like digging through the archives of anything 93 I could find. And I was like, we got to get another Daisy out there. So I have one that's wrapped up in a box. It doesn't have the like kind of, but I figured, whoever's going to get this, it's not going to sit in a box. It's going to sit out in their collection. So again, there's two different ways to display this rabbit. You could either take the body part and put it at the base and then put the head on top, and then it's just a beautiful Daisy all together, or you could do the lore accurate one at the end of Inferno and show what happens. All right, we got a
We
Daisy.
gotta have a plushy one of Surratt with a spear through his neck. That's the next thing.
You savage. You absolute savage. I love how it's like, we'll do plushies, but they have to be like maimed in some way. Lore accurate. We didn't do it, but it has to be maimed. All right, so the winner for Daisy Forever is Holy Knight Sir Waddles. Wow. Holy Knight Sir Waddles. You are the winner of this Daisy plush. I think we got a couple more. So when we're switching games, I figured we could play maybe a little bit of Dark Ages and show off. If you want to quit out of Doom 2, show off a little bit of the community stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do one more to kick this off since we're switching to more of the modern era. Another thing that's been sold out forever in all the places is this beautiful Doom Eternal Figma Slayer. So this is going to be hashtag Figma. We have one of these. This is our friends at Good Smile, who it's so cool to be able to do this stuff. Like we were talking about earlier, Hugo and Marty, like we've got all these amazing partners, both like, the ones we work with all the time, like DPI, who's the gear store that, have their own manufacturing. So we can do like collectors bundles and stuff with them. But it's cool also, like this is Good Smile, of which is on the Japan side, super famous for their Figma line. They do Nendroids. They do a lot of different stuff, but it's kind of crazy when you look at Good Smile's setup because it's like Japanese anime, Japanese games, the Doom Slayer. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to be, I think, in that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
No, it looks that statue's sick too.
Yeah, and it's all posable, and there's a bunch of different accessories. There's Crucible BFG, Super Shotgun. I might even be missing a weapon. So we have the winner. It is Sam the Creeper. We see you, Sam the Creeper, and you're the winner of this Team Eternal Figma. All right, switching back to some gameplay here. And we've got...
I'll try Melee Fury by Zexy.
Ooh! Ooh. Okay, hell yeah. I love it.
Right?
Zexy,
Why not?
Yeah, do it. Zexy, are you in here? Because we're going to give you a full review of this level while we're playing it for the first time on stream. Holler at Zexy, get him in here if Zexy's not in here already.
An 8-minute experience.
Mm-hmm.
Did we put it to Nightmare?
Zexy's here. All right, we're good.
All right. It's on Nightmare.
Okay.
All right.
How jarring is it to be in Dark Ages from running around?
Just a little.
But you're back in controller inverted now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we didn't completely be like, Hugo, he doesn't play on controller. He's never played on controller. What? All right, Zexy is confirmed here. He says, thanks, Hugo. Oh,
All right.
It's perfect timing to say, Hugo. Zexy said, good luck, Hugo. Right as we found the first bug, I think, so.
Let me, all right, what are we rolling with? How were we doing this last time? I think we were rolling with,
Was it Reaper you were doing? Like Reaper and, oh, just right away BFG? Okay.
oh yeah.
Chain shotty? Yeah. Charge it up. Let it go. Just to have a shield, what a difference. It's such a different DNA to download from being like, I'm gonna run and gun. I'm gonna hit scan. Alright, so we already got a couple of battle knights. Okay, we got the... Dude, we're already feeling good here. I like how it starts with all the kind of heavies at once, some armored, some not. I dig this setup. Like a slow brute start. Not a lot of projectile. It's good. Of course, you got some soldiers out there, so you're gonna get the bullets and stuff.
Oh, this is a leader.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say,
You're
like,
like, why is he
what in
not
the hell,
dead?
dude?
That's right. Aldo says Hugo has controller and mouse and keyboard capable. He's built it. It's true. Yeah, Robert Wells Rob Base 1249. That's a lot of names. Says they're all fire, but Arachnophobia kicked my ass the first 20 times till I beat it. Yeah, Arachnophobia is a good one. Shoutouts to Horde Mode, who's in here, I think. I also see Alston. What's up, Alston? Good to see you.
Hey, Austin, how you guys doing?
Danny Carvalho says Hugo is warmed up.
All right, that took way too long to kill that last guy. I'm gonna be in some trouble here.
Ooh, this one's cool. A Queen Cobra says Dark Ages was my first Doom I played, hooked ever since. Queen Cobra, I'm so curious. What game did you play right after Dark Ages? Did you do like Eternal or 2016, or did you go back to like Doom or Doom 2? What was next in the lineup? Also, welcome in, and we're so glad that you played. Shout outs to Jules. Jules says Hugo is keyboard, mouse capable, and we stand. Correct. Queen Cobra says right after Dark Ages they played 2016. Where is that? And it kicked my ass. Yeah, it's a different power fantasy for sure, and definitely a one that takes some time to get used to. I like to ask Hugo lore questions right when he's in round 2 out of 5. So here we go. This is from Mr. McSalt. Question for Hugo: is the Earth in the original Dooms the same Earth we see in modern Dooms?
I think so. I
There you
don't
have
see
it.
why not.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time?
4:53.
Really good.
All right, I got, yeah.
No, you're sitting pretty right now. Plus, I feel like the way that this always goes is you start getting in the groove and then you're just like rolling through. Like, I feel like you do round 4 fast as shit, and then you're like, okay, how much time do we got left? But we're doing good right now. Nice. Oh. There we go. Alright, we gotta recover a little bit here. Get one of those. Ooh. God, we have
Get the
oh,
fuck
boy.
out of the way!
Oh,
5
this
HP.
would be a P-worthy moment. Oh.
Dude, I got screwed up.
Alright, pause. Next promo. We've got this one I actually do have in front of me, and I love this one. So let me make sure CBH is ready for the hashtag. This is sweet. All right, so it's going to be hashtag pop-up, all one word, pop-up. So this is the pop-up parade. Again, the green looks crazy on this because I have green screen going, so ignore how dark the green looks. It looks way lighter like it does in the image there. But this guy is so cool because I love that, like, when you're trying to figure out, this is again Good Smile that did this figure. When you're trying to figure out how the hell you do the original 93 pose, it's so hard to be like, well, you have this rock and, you know, it's not going to be like multiple figures on the thing, but how do you implement all of the imps and demons trying to grab at him? I love it. Just got this severed arm happening on it. It's so sick. It's like such a good way to represent the 93 amazing, like, pile of bodies, little summit that he's standing on. I think we already have a winner. We have 2 winners, but there's only, we do have 2 of those. Shit, there's 2 of these statues. I forgot about that. All right, here they are. L Armor, number 1, you won what you see there. And Dirty Rags, just like in someone's garage or someone's kitchen. Dirty Rags. You and L Armor are taking a pop-up parade guy home. And then congrats. And then, all right, let's wrap up one more before we get back to the next round, because I think this is a good one to kind of wrap up the 93 stuff. Again, I think Marty, you found this maybe down in the id vault, right?
Yeah, we got a few of these. Yeah, in the swag closet.
That's right. So this is going to be, if you're ready, okay, we're ready. This is going to be hashtag LRG, and LRG, again, as you can see up top, stands for Limited Run Games, which are our good friends. They're Forever Physical. Yeah, I mean, they go so hard on figuring out all the things that they think a gamer could want per game, which is only insane because of how many games they do and how many genres they cover for this. So it's like obscure shmups, hard to get platformers. They've done like Moon, they've done Dodonpachi, and here's the Doom collection, which is Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3. And as you can see, they even did a reprint of the 16-page original comic Doom that I think, if I'm right, and again, I'm sure somebody in chat could correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was like a comic convention, like maybe in Dallas or in LA, that they did the original run with Marvel from, and that's where like Rip and Tear is in that, right, the pages of that 16-page comic book, which is pretty cool. All right, we got a winner. Mr. Clean 583. You are a winner, sir, ma'am. Congrats. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 more prizes, but they're all too big to do right now. So I think we need to get at least another round in here and see what we got. Marty, are you okay on time? I know you got a hard stop.
Yeah, I'll be good for a bit.
Okay, bet.
I'll if my chair just is empty and spinning, you know I had to jump. I apologize in advance, but
all good, man. All right,
Zexy, I really like how you escalated it on that round.
Yeah,
that was
right.
Very cool.
Yeah, I feel like this one's got a really nice, like, smooth escalation the whole time, at least until we got to what we were like at the end of 3. Really cool. It's nice. I really like starting with the heavies, like the tanks, breaking their armor, and you got a leader in there. Feels good. Johnny Slytherin 1 says, Josh, will the limited edition merch you guys had come to the EU Bethesda merch store? I'm from Croatia and I would really want to buy some. If by limited edition merch are you talking about when we did like when we did like the signature series stuff, like this hoodie from William Bow, because that stuff was, it was only sold in the North American gear store. However, they ship to almost everywhere. I know it's not as ideal as potentially saying it's in the EU store also, but that was the best we could do with how the ordering and supply stuff works for that. So, if that's what you're talking about, that one is a North American store exclusive, but they ship almost everywhere. So make sure you go and check out their where they ship to, because I'd be really surprised if they didn't ship to Croatia. Doomer77 says, please consider releasing the signature series in big boy sizes like 4 and 5 XL. I'll talk to them and see what's possible there, because I know that, you know, they have to make their margins and do their math the way they have to do it. But we'll see if maybe there could be some options in future ones. We'll at least make the ask for sure. Doomer77. Alex the Wide asked if it's already begun shipping. It should have, but you guys should be getting the notifications. If you haven't seen that yet, it hasn't. But I know a lot of their stuff that goes out for the holiday is like at the end of this week, I want to say. It's like in the teens of December, because their shipping's pretty fast. Shep says I need to pile all the merch I have on the desktop and peek over it with a nerdy smile. I mean, of course for that at this point. We're at the point now where we're seeing the little POIs over the top of their heads, which means we're close to the end of this round. There's 2 more. Oh, 2 more behind you, I think. Yeah, in that middle. Okay.
Right, this is his super spicy round.
This is it. Round 3. Nice. Tank up a little bit. Yeah, it's wild to me how much adding a Cyber Demon adds to every single one of these, based on all the crazy, you know, AoE and kind of area of denial stuff the Cyber Demon can do even at a distance, let alone the skulls or the hit scan stuff. It's just crazy because, you know, a lot of times in the base game, you might be fighting them with some strong opponents, but usually that's for like more like a challenge rather than like out in the open. But when you're in the Repertorium 2.0 for these community encounters, you're fighting them alongside like 4 to 7 other like mediums to heavies. It's pretty wild. Did you guys ever have this Cyber Demon have like any animation where his wings were flapping, Hugo? Like where he flew a little bit?
Yeah, we have that coming in an update. Actually, I don't know if that update's live yet, but yeah, he flaps his wings.
Ooh, that's
pushes
cool.
the player back. That's
oh shit,
an update that's coming.
That's cool.
Oh my God, there's Nightmare Imps.
See, that's what I was waiting for. When you know when Nightmare Imps show up, that's when it's spicy. Stone Imps and Nightmare Imps are different. They push you around in ways that you're like, nice. You do have your charge if you want it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Round 3 in the books. Yeah, here we go. Almost. We got these guys to clean up. Who was that? Troyinator 2065 says, if you guys could add anything to Doom, what would you add? I mean, that's probably what we're doing in DLC, so maybe secret. Maybe secrets. Maybe you'll see.
Oh God, these stupid things.
Also, I see somebody in
There's a
YouTube.
fucking shield.
5 HP. Oh God. I don't know how that axe missed us, but I love that it did. Yeah, I was gonna say get the shield bash. Yeah. Here we go. Pop back off. Get that thing out of there. Same with him. There we go. You got a Dread Mace charge too whenever you're ready for it. Nice parry. Okay, we got Agadon. But I like what you're doing right now. The plus back is good. Keeping it so that you're on a different plane. I think keep plus back. Yeah. Keep carving. This is nice. Ooh, risky.
Oh my god.
Get in there. There we go. Get that armor. One more. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds left, but I'm feeling good in this round. I think we can get out of this round. Oh, it's a leader, huh? Yeah, he's tanking shit. There we go. Oh! Nice. Not that slow. Yeah, we needed some space.
Oh,
Yeah, Agadon.
I was gonna use my
BFG.
Boy, let's get yes.
Pause real quick. Pause.
Let's get a little spicy.
We got a couple more promos to do real quick. Pause real quick if you can. All right. So this one, CVH, are we ready? Let me double check. Where are we here? Nope, not that window. This window. Okay. So this is something near and dear to today because we just announced an awesome collab with our buddy fashion brand 4X111 1111, or if you just want to say 4444. But we did this awesome, I think it's called Jacquard. It's like almost like throw blanket material on the outside, and the inside it's quilted. But we have 8 of these that we're doing as a giveaway for 1 week right now on Twitter, Doom Twitter, and Doom Instagram. But we wanted to have one just for this stream. So when you're ready, hashtag 4X1111. Start that now. And again, I have one here to show you how beautiful it is. So this is the front. As you can see, this is the beautiful key art from. Oh, yeah, let me switch to this.
I've worn that at the office.
I was gonna say Hugo's
Yeah,
been wearing that around the office.
Yes, I
Look
get
at
a lot
this.
of compliments.
Look at this. Look
It's
at
when
this.
I wear that, everybody's like, "Whoa," because I just wear the same shit all the time.
Right, they're like, hold on.
Yeah.
This guy likes fashion. This guy's doing this shit. And then again, it's quilted, nice and warm for the winter. You even got a cool label if I can show it off on here. And I can. There you go. I'm a size XL. That's real. All right, we have a winner. And the jacket winner is Studson. 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 Congratulations, you win. And let's do 2 more before the final 2 that we're going to do. So these are actually really exciting. I don't think we've announced anything with these. And this is coming straight from you guys. So the first up is, this is the Doom of the Dark Ages helmet signed by id. So it's going to be whenever we're ready. Make sure we are. Hashtag. Wait for it. Okay. Easy. Hashtag Slayer. One word. So hashtag Slayer. Again, Hugo, we did unboxings, concept art. There was so much love and time poured into the design of the Slayer, and in particular this helmet, right?
Yep, absolutely. I mean, that's one hell of a helmet. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And again, only the outside of the box is signed, so you can still take it out, display it, put it on, make your content. We already have a winner, and it's a great name. The helmet winner is Cat Dog. There's like a lot of O's in there, so Cat Dog with a lot of O's. You are the winner of the signed helmet. And if it wasn't enough for things that are signed by id, which most people can't get unless they go to QuakeCon, we have the collector's edition / the collector's bundle. Again, you're not seeing the sleeve on the outside because we took that off to make all the signatures happen, but it includes, of course, the beautiful statue from our buddies, the Gear Store DPI, the card, the steelbook, of course, the game, and all of the DLC, including the Divinity skin pack. So this is going to be, if we're ready, this is going to be hashtag, all one word, hashtag Dark Ages. Hashtag Dark Ages. So what do you think? After we get the winner of this, maybe try one more run of Ripitorium, and then we'll do the 2 grand prizes, and that's 2025. Sure. Does that sound right? Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so we are pulling a winner right now. There's only one of these. This is a 1 of 1. And the winner is these names. Cowson Smack. I think I said your name right. Cowson Smack. You are the winner of... Man, pointing is so... It's impossible. Which direction is it? Jesus, it's that direction. Cowson Smack, you are the winner of this beautiful signed collector's bundle of Dark Ages by id. So, all right, we are back to business here with Zexy's finest, which again, if you guys are just watching us now, if you boot up Doom the Dark Ages, go to Repertorium 2.0, go to Custom Encounters, you can find the encounter we're playing right now and load it with no codes, with no anything. It's just a preset in there. So we're going to give it basically our first try. We're just warming up before now. So weapons-wise, obviously I think we're maining the chain shot, which I think is a good call with all these super heavies that are charging at every single time you get a parry. But what else are you mixing in here? You thinking, Hugo? What weapons have you been feeling lately?
I gotta think of something.
He's like, I need something to work. God damn it! What's it gonna be? That poor guy looked very acrobatic at the end. Marty, I kind of like how your angle is like to the side. I'm trying to see if I can get more dynamic. It almost be like that's what I look looking the same way as you're looking at it. I got a monitor over there or something. I like
There
that.
you go. Yeah.
I like that's like a different angle. I got like a profile.
I got 3 places I can watch up there, over there, but this is the biggest.
That's the best one.
Oh my God!
Son of a. All right, should we do one giveaway and then play one more time and do the final giveaway? What do you think?
Sure.
All right. So we're in grand prize
Good setup.
territory.
It's fun to watch. It's really like they did a good job.
They
with this.
did do
On
a
this
good job.
map, hell yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so first of the 2 grand prizes. So it's something so beautiful. I think we just need to check out all of the details in it in a little promotional video that looks a little something like this. All right, so hashtag Haven PC. And again, no spaces. And when I'm saying Haven, you got to spell it like how their company is spelled. There's no E. HAVN PC. Hashtag Haven PC. So this piece is so cool. I feel like when you see this thing in person, I mean, you just saw it in the video. There's like so many little details that are so cool in this case. And I think it was like 1,666 was the max they made. And I think they've been doing like Micro Center, I want to say, trying to sell them. I say trying to sell them in the US for that because they sell out so fast. I think they've been out of stock in almost every single store. So these are hard to come by, but we wanted to make sure we have one for you. And here we go. We already got a winner. Turgen. Tergen. Turgen, you are the winner congratulations of this beautiful
Congrats.
Haven PC Dark Ages.
That's a
theme.
good one.
It's a really good one.
That's awesome.
So we've got one more, but before we do the final prize, I think Hugo needs to just take one more stab at it. I think that was just a.
Sure.
I think the last one was a fluke. I think this is it. You feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
All right, then we're in. We already won. I do like how you always pick Cosmic Realm. This is also my favorite repertory arena. I just feel like I can
That's
navigate.
the one I played the most.
Yeah, same. A lot of people like the village, but I actually like the clean. Or I actually did Cosmic Realm the most too. A lot of heat coming at you. 5 HP, but we're not worried because we got it unlocked. 15 now. What? We're overpowered. There we go. So much HP. 41?
Way too much.
Yeah. Let's lower it down a little bit. Let's get risky.
He did Doom 2 on 1 HP. So
That's true. That's true. That was a while of what HP was great. They didn't even have the shield slot for that, so actually you're speaking to my heart right now because I love the Impaler because again, just like the chain shot getting the kind of like supercharged shot without having to hold it, I love the Impaler's charge shot you get from every successful parry. I main this thing all the time, and then headshots, when you land those, when you don't have your melee meter all the way filled up, they fill that up a lot faster, and it's just a really satisfying look with this gun. Plus the trajectory, how it has like a little bit of a dip to it, just a little bit more skill. It's just fun as hell. I love this weapon.
it's crazy to see these games, but it always is played back to back, like we just did, you know. And like think of 32. I mean, truly, you ask like, oh, you know, what are you seeing the game for the first time or that?
Oh my god! I was trying to do the super swing and I got stuck.
That's fair.
Because if I swing the mace in the middle of everything, they'll all die.
Yeah. Are we ready? For the, I don't want to cut you off, though, Marty. You were just saying, because I agree with you. Like,
no. It's just
did
like
32 years of a
even
jump right
shocking.
there.
We've built these games, all that kind of stuff, just to literally see in our careers. I mean, you think about other industries and transformation over 50, 100, 150 years. Just in our careers, the transformation from Doom to Doom, the original Doom to Doom the Dark Ages, it's bonkers. The advancement.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
It really is. All right, so 32 years later, we're here to give away one more sweet, sweet gift. So I think we already know.
Car.
It's John Carmack's new Ferrari. Sorry, John.
Ferrari. I don't know that he still has a Ferrari. But...
First, you got a 1v1-on-1 Quake, but
I was just guessing.
That's pretty
we
close.
do that for like 35 years or something.
That's
32
right.
is kind of an off one, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we got like a more, like a bigger milestone or whatever, but
Right.
for now, you're just going to drive this car all around your play space and feel like a goddamn king on this leather beast. So this is a beautiful, noble chair, so beautiful that we should show it in its promo video because it just shows off a little bit better than an image. So here we go. I do love how, I'm sure when you guys were making the cinematics, you're like, man, when Surratt opens his wings like that, like, that's a good moment for anybody to use for promotion because almost all these trailers end with the bam, like the wings coming out.
It is.
It's just
It's
so
awesome.
good. All right.
And I'm pretty sure the makers shot a chair to you know,
Had to have.
yeah. They did it just like the makers shoot the beam, chair spins on the ground.
You know what I was just thinking of too that you reminded me of is we need to get on like Kojima's level where like the Noble chair is actually the thing Surratt is sitting, like you're sitting on Surratt on a Noble chair on the back of them, and we're like, you zoom in, you see the leather, you see the, like, we'll start adding Mountain Dew, just add all the promos we can get in the next game. That's our motto. That's our mission. All right, so
I'm sure everybody, that's what their desire is. More product placement in our games.
that's what they want. That's what they said. All right, as you probably guessed it, it's just hashtag Noble. So just hashtag Noble. I see everybody doing hashtag Noble chair, which is a great guess. But this is hashtag Noble. Oh, okay. Sorry. CVH corrected me. He said since I didn't say it right away. Well, it's fine. It's still hashtag Noble. It is. All right. That's what's going in the bot right now. So again, huge shout outs to our friends at Noble Chairs. This was kind of like a last minute add a lot of the other stuff we had lined up. And I just said, hey, we're going to do this 32nd anniversary stream. If we give one away, can we just send you the info and you guys send it to them? And they said 100% we're on board. So it's pretty nice. Thank you guys. All right. What is this name? All right. Feels like I'm not saying this name, but this is the name. Whosoever 92. Whosoever 92. You win this chair. So make sure, again, everybody that's a winner tonight, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, make sure you send us your name, your full address, your shipping. Your full address, your email, and your phone number, because we need all that stuff to FedEx you all of these things. But make sure you send us that tonight on Twitch. You can whisper us or we'll whisper you. But we want to make sure we get it as soon as possible, because if we can, we're going to make our best effort to try to get it to you. Maybe by the holidays if you're in the U.S., probably not if you're not, but we're going to make our best effort. So, man, that's we did it, guys.
It's a good stream.
That was a fun one.
We did. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And it's glad to celebrate this. Got the Marty here, special guest, great giveaways.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And really happy to see the fans again. Been 2 weeks, and that's awesome. That was fun.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support. Really, like showing up for the stream, showing up for QuakeCon. 32 years, playing the games. You know, it's been just can't thank you all enough.
That's right.
Really, really awesome.
And just some final housekeeping stuff. Again, go play all of the Ripatorium 2.0 community encounters. We were just playing Xexes. There's a bunch more in there. Mess around with that. Make your own. Share them in Discord. Again, discord.gg/Doom. Go play Doom and Doom 2. For God's sakes, there's so many mods. You can play it with your buddies. Yes. You can do it against them. You can do it with them. Co-op deathmatch, all that stuff. Tomorrow night just happens to be a little thing called the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's deal. So again, we were up for Innovation and Accessibility and Best Action Game. Please tune in. Give us your energy. Give us all of the good vibes, because we need them. We really want to win, but of course we were up against a stacked list in every single category. So, you know, there are no losers to be included in such an incredible group of games. But also, last but not least, go share your stories, your fan art, your cosplay, and your passion for the series on social using hashtag Doom. Again, every time we do these anniversaries, we just try to like make sure everybody gets the spotlight, you know, showing off your mods, your fan art, your stories, your memories, all these cool things. So it has been...
I have a...
Yeah, hit it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It has been go. I have a little crumb. I forgot to say that before we leave. A little DLC crumb.
Well, Marty's here this time, so I can share in the anxiety with Marty. So go ahead.
That's right. So it's going to require 2 RTX cards. I'm just kidding.
Simultaneously parallel cards.
He saved that for while I'm here.
He's like, what's expensive right now? RAM? We're going to need more of that. More RAM.
It's the hint is I think it would be fun to learn more about the Slayer's past. That's the hint. That's it. That's all I'm saying. The Slayer's past. So go forth and discuss Horde mode, and all you guys should be good. Not going to say what it is. Just a little something.
Okay. Anything to add to that, Marty?
No, I'm still thinking about the two RTX cards.
Yeah,
because if you remember way back in the day when Quake 3 launched, and the 3DFX Voodoo cards, you could run those cards in SLI mode. So everybody who didn't like the 3D acceleration for that was actually a real joke at the time. Not even a joke, a real thing. Like, it was amazing. You could put those two things. You get the little little ribbon that tied them together, and you
That's
were running
right.
dual SL, dual.
I don't think it
voodoo
was
cards
that
on
one.
SL.
It wasn't that one. It was a voodoo. This is a banshee. But it was
Yeah.
definitely like, I remember that was a thing, and I was like, God, people have lost their like. We barely had graphics cards, and they're already like chaining them up, doing them
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
It was
That was
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, thank you guys, everybody, for an amazing 2025. We can't wait to have more fun with you guys in 2026. Again, next year, look forward to announcements and more info, more tidbits, more morsels of the DLC coming for Dark Ages. And of course, more fun on streams, maybe even starting with Doom 3, maybe with the
Yes.
flashlight only. Maybe there's no combat. I don't know what we're going to do, but that'll start next year in 2026. So thank you guys so much for being here. And wait, you didn't announce it. Okay, yeah. Whosoever 92, you are the winner. Sorry, I had to reread something, and I was like, oh God, is there drama? There isn't drama. Whosoever 92, you're the winner of the chair. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. We love you guys. Please continue to be good to each other. Keep feeding the community. You know, all the stuff you guys have been doing, Repertorium, the fan art, all that stuff. Keep it coming. And yeah, like Hugo said at the beginning of the stream, I mean, the percentage of reviews right now is high on Steam, but could it be higher? I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't know. Help us out. Like, let's make it 100. What? You know what I mean? Why not? Shit.
That is good. Thank you guys. We really appreciate that. Yeah, it's the highest it's been. It's at 92, 93, which is great.
Yeah.
Means a lot to us. So
It does.
Thank you guys for your support. Thanks, Marty, for coming.
Thank you all.
Yeah, we'll see
Happy
you guys.
anniversary to Doom.
That's right.
See you guys at the next one.
That's right. Later, y'all. See us.
Take care.